All right, so today is the day. We're gonna get all this stuff thrown back in the car. I spent a little bit of time with the old interior cleaner last night and wiped down all this stuff. It didn't clean up the greatest, but it's coming out of a 200,000 mile car that was honestly disgusting when I got it, so it all cleaned up pretty well for the most part. So we're gonna start throwing some stuff in. Probably gonna start off here with the dash. Get that thrown in. I spent some time the other day and rewired in my switch panel a little bit and cleaned it up because it was a disaster. I gotta solder a couple more wires onto the momentary switch for the headlight strobes so I can change patterns, but turned out pretty well here. And then got the fuse block ran down here. Just kind of had everything crudely there just so I can get some measurements, because I want everything to have like a nice serviceable area so I don't have to fight with inch of wiring to pull a thing out 2 inches. So trying to keep everything serviceable and accessible, so if we have issues at the track we can get to it and get it sorted right away. So we're gonna start getting this thing buttoned up. All right, so I got the dash thrown back into place. I have to figure out what I'm doing with a few of these wires up in this center console area still, but dash is ready to be bolted in and secured down. So yeah, like I said, hopefully we'll have a full interior, and or at least from here forward in the car, minus the passenger seat, unless I throw the stock one back in, because I still haven't made a new bracket. But dash is in. The dash all secured in there, just going through and putting all my switches, HVAC, and all the vents and everything back together. Gonna get the column reassembled and ready to go, and then get that back together, finish up down here, and then we should have the whole dashboard assembly in by the end of the day. Looking good. So I got this panel trimmed up a little bit so it fits nicely. That goes in there. Still have a decent range of the handbrake. So you start getting this buttoned up, get the other door panel on, and then finish building the center console back out. All right, so I got the center shift boot, controls, lock, unlock. As you've seen, I got the switch wired up with a couple leads coming off from the ground under there. So all I gotta do is run some wires back and get the tire squirters actually mounted again and get all that figured out. Yeah. So we're making some pretty good progress in here. It's starting to look like a car again. So, get back onto the other side and get that door panel on. I'm gonna start running some wires, and then I think I'm gonna come back here. See what I can clean up in here and put the vents in, and do a few other things back here. And maybe by the end of the day we can see if something lights up. I think the underglow needs redone still, but I believe if I can get power up to the front or to the switch panel and the fuse block, I can get the headlight strobes and maybe make sure the blowers work. But, you know, not pressed to see if that works or not, but, you know, might be a good goal for the end of the day to see if I can power all this stuff up. That at least will power up. So alright, so I got one vent tube on the fans, or on the vent up there. Gonna plumb it into here like sketch. So we're testing out our blowers. Kind of have it in there, but you know, they're pumping some air out. So there we go. They work. I'm happy with that. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for the video today. I got door cards on, the dash completely back together, minus the glove box and the airbag pocket slot thingy. Door panels on. I have the whole center console back together here, and the switch panel in. It's kind of temporarily in so I can test some stuff. As you've seen, I had the blowers working. Clearance the handbrake slot a little bit, so that's all back in there. Got to get the bracket made for the passenger seat still and do a little more wiring in the back, but progress has been made. Till next time, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.